Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video so you guys can see me. I know we are in the midst of this COVID stuff and we are social distancing and school. We can't come back as a large group, but we are doing everything in our power to make sure you guys are graduating on time. You only got a few more months left and I'm so proud of every last one of you. So I just wanted to touch on a couple things. I'm sending out emails also so you'll have it in writing, but I thought maybe a video so you guys could see my face because I don't ever get to see you guys, or maybe I'll see you on Facebook or something like that. First, I want to talk about nothing can be late, period. You know, ATI locks you out of certain things. You guys do have proctor twice this time, one for maternity and one for peds. We will be proctoring practice B, and we will also do our regular proctor. With that being said, make sure you guys are studying for those things. When the rationales open up on practice A, be sure that you are taking 1 minute per question in everything in ATI. Be sure that you are reading the rationales and having some understanding. You know, go back to those keys that we started early on in the course when using ATI, how to make it benefit you. ATI is a program that is here to benefit you, to help you through school and to pass your NCLEX. With ATI, you do have a plethora of videos where we can't actually come back in large group for labs. So what we are doing is every week, 1 through 3, you will have an additional assignment along with the ATI videos due every week for your ATI, which will also count as lab hours. We will have a large lab this time, the 29th and the 30th. On this large lab, we will be simply doing checkoffs. We will check you off. I want everyone to get in their syllabus, look at what the checkoff sheet looks like, make sure that you are either viewing these things or trying these things in clinicals, make sure that you are watching the videos, and closer as we get closer to our large lab, I would definitely like for you guys to go back and watch the ATI videos to make sure that you can be properly checked off on these things. These are our skills checklists that we will do this time, along with all of the ATI stuff that is due. I know it seems like it's a lot of work, but with doing virtual education, you have a little bit more time to where you're not traveling to and from school. So you guys take advantage of this time and take extra time to study. In your virtual clinicals, you do have regular clinicals on your weekend that is assigned to you, but you also have some virtual clinical assignment time. On your clinical days that you are with Elaine and Melissa, I would suggest to print off the paperwork, write on the paperwork. You have until the Wednesday of that next week to turn in your paperwork to whoever was your clinical instructor for that weekend. Make sure that whatever you turn in to them, that you have completed it. If it is a paper that is due, it has to be APA style. Make sure that that is done correctly. Also, when you have virtual clinicals, everything in virtual clinicals is due to me. Be sure to email me everything. Once again, we will be using the scenarios where you record the video and then you look at a peer review and you also see an expert response. If at any point in time your video doesn't work or something's going wrong, it is okay for you to send me the Word document and what your answer would be to the scenario. Also, for your observation days, these are your days that you are in PICU, NICU, and then the ER. You are not allowed to do any practices in these areas, so you will have to observe, bring a notebook, make sure you make notes of things that you see, nursing implications, the education that nurses do in these areas, the way that they have to interact with the parents in these areas, and then you will submit a 2 to 4 page paper to me, APA style, on what you observed, what you would change or what you would not change, on what your observation day was all about. So observation days, come to me. Virtual clinicals, come to me. The clinicals that you actually spend with Melissa and Elaine, those go directly to them. In your peds, everything peds is the same, but in maternity, you do have 3 different documentations depending on what type of patients you will be seeing. You do have an interpartum patient clinical tool, and all of this is in Canvas. You have a postpartum, antepartum. You must choose the right clinical tool for what your patient is. So I would suggest just printing off each of the tools until you get your assignment to see what section of the hospital, or, if you'll be in triage or will you be looking at a delivery, just so you'll make sure that you have the right paperwork. This is not just an assessment that you'll do or what you observe. Also, you have to do your own nursing note. All of this is in a Word document. You feel free to upload it to your computers, type in it, and email it to your instructors for those weekends. So we've talked about ATI, and we've talked about lab, and we've talked about virtual clinical. Now, I hope everything is going well with you guys. I hope everyone is staying safe from COVID. Now, a little bit about large lab. So for large lab day, you do still have to be broken down into groups for the 2 days, but we will strictly be looking at checking off whatever you guys have on your check-off sheet. If you have any questions, I would like for you to address them in an email to me if there's something you do not understand about the check-off sheet before large lab, so that we can address that before you get in large lab. That way our days will go smooth, because we have to crash a lot of hours into just these 2 days. Also in large lab, you will be doing your practice B, and it will be proctored, which means you will be watched taking this test. So a lot of times, a lot of questions on practice A are similar to practice B. So if you study practice A, which I will unlock in time for you to look over as well, look at the rationales, you'll be able to do practice B. Both of them will be unlocked for you to practice and look at the rationales for your proctored exams for both maternity and children. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in an email, my cell phone. It doesn't matter. I would not suggest Facebook, because I don't know if you have noticed, but I'm not on there much. So I just wish you guys luck. If you need anything or just want to talk, if you have questions about any of the stuff that I've given you, any emails that I send out, just let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.